When Casey was growing up, by all accounts, she had a very close and good relationship with her mother. Sometime past the point of puberty, things started to fall apart. They found out that 2 days before graduation, she wasn't going to graduate because she didn't have enough credits. And she'd been hiding that from them, and she knew it very well and had known it for a while. She was doing things that her mother wasn't aware of. And then the relationship started turning to a little bit of bickering. It wasn't too bad until Casey got pregnant. And that was bad for a while, but then not too bad, because the idea of having a grandchild can be very exciting. But when Casey had the child and soon started leaving most of the responsibility with her mother, that's when the conflict arose. Because women in their 50s just don't want to be raising children unless they have to. It was obvious that George and Cindy had been ineffectual for years in getting Casey to do what they wanted her to do, because now, instead of confrontation, they were like begging and supplicating to her to give them information to help them find their granddaughter. Cindy begged for the truth and begged for the truth over and over again, pleaded with her, but it was almost like she was doing it from a point of weakness, that she didn't have the kind of relationship with her daughter where she could basically put her foot down and say, this has got to stop now. When George went to the jailhouse to visit Casey, many times he apologized to her for not being a good enough father, for not being there when she needed him, and saying how bad he felt about it. And in a way, that is his simple acknowledgement of parental guilt. But on another scale, you can easily see that it's obvious to George that his daughter has done something wrong, something very wrong. And whether he was willing at that point to admit it to himself, I think on some level he had come to a realization that she was responsible for something bad happening to his granddaughter.